I think I'm going to build my, it's not a roll cage, but it's like a tube for the bed of my truck.
Jeff, what's up? How you doing tonight, man? Mike, how you doing? Good to see you. EQ, what's up? Mike Bird. All right, guys. Glad you're all jumping in. Good to see y'all, man. Yeah, since Ryan left tonight open, I didn't want to leave you guys with nothing to do, so here I am. I would have come on earlier, but honestly, I got home from work and I made a quick couple sandwiches for my out of my Sunday ham. Yeah, I got into it already. I was hungry. What can I tell you? And so anyway, and now I'm here. So my feed is broken. What does that mean? Oh, watch the show, Shadow. It'll make you forget about your pain. You'll have a whole new pain to think about. It's breaking up. Really? Alright, let me see if there's something I can change here. I don't know why it's breaking up. I don't have anything else open. Oh, yes, I do. Hang on. It'll fix itself in a second, guys. Here, let me, well, okay. All right. Is the feed better now? We're still breaking up, or is it better? All right, Shadow. Still cutting out? All right, hang on. Let me try this. Yeah, happy Easter too, man. And buffering. Okay. All right, is it better now? Still breaking up, or are we good? Should be all right now. You guys let me know. Yep, good now? Okay. Yeah, I had Horizon Hobbies window open at the same time. It didn't like that. David yourself, what is up? Good to see you, buddy. Maybe I'll have a joke of the Dave later. Yeah, it should be all right now. I just had a second window open. Sometimes it doesn't mind, and other times it does. Yeah, cool looking plane, huh? Yeah, it's just laying there. I didn't screw it together. I just slid the tail on it and the wing on it, and look at it. It looks like an airplane. Here, wait a minute. I'll change. Well, hang on. I'll change views in a second. Well, I'll change yours now. Here we go. Okay, so there's the overhead view. You know, the wing on the fuselage and everything. And yeah. So yeah. So yeah, it's just sitting there. But yeah, it's beautiful. You know. And one of you guys said great find, and you're right. It was, you know, I'm not at all ashamed about dumpster diving to get that, because, you know, I have $126 invested in it. You know, come on, guys. You know, that's a hell of a deal. You know. So yeah. So it's hard to beat that. You're rebooting? All right. Well, don't do it on my account. Uggerdian, what's up? Wayne's RC, Jeff's Custom. You're leaving? Where are you going, Jeff? What do you gotta go comb your hair or something? It looks fine. You look good. Don't worry about it. Just stick around. At least for a couple minutes. I'm going to show you something. Then you can, you know, I got something new I got to share with you guys. So, hey, Paul, what's up? Got to get them deals. And that's exactly what I'm going to talk about. Right? So, what's up? So I know you guys aren't surface guys. I am, but not near as big a fan as the airplanes. The airplanes are my first love for sure. But when I moved to Florida, see, I was a pylon racer up north. It's mostly what I did. I did some fun flying, but I mostly pylon raced. And when I got down here, there weren't any clubs I could find that did it. There weren't any pylon racing down here. It was all what do you call it? Pattern flying and glider was pretty much the only things I could find. And that's okay, because I did both of those, but I wanted to race. I had that urge to race. So I got really heavy into RC car stuff. Racing, mostly. All over the country. Had some sponsorships. My car's on the cover of Car Action magazine. I'm pretty proud of that. So I've been a car guy for a long time too, you know, RC car, but not like the planes. So, but this one I couldn't pass up, guys. I mean, you already saw Wild Willie, which I'm still having a ball with that, and you saw the Gravedigger, which was very cool. But this was the steal of the century, guys. This thing is unbelievable. This is that '69 Camaro that Horizon had on sale. I think it's normally $299, and it was on sale $150 off. I paid $149.99 for this, or $149.98, something like that. And ready to run. It came with a radio. I didn't bring the radio out, but it came with a radio, and yeah, if they only had a '68 Firebird. Yeah, see, I have right now out in the barn a '67 Camaro. And this is a '69. Close enough. I'm a bigger fan of the '67 myself, but this thing is. Here's the Kunta Gosh on this one, guys. It's not only badass looking, but it's got lights. All right, look at it. Headlights. We got the yellow marker lights, turn signal lights, tail lights. Look at this, huh? Tail lights. You know, damn it, guys. For $149.99, are you shitting me? Yeah. Oh God, yeah. I would be ape shit. You know they do. Parma makes an Impala body. I don't know if you knew that. You can get an Impala SS body. Well, they call it a Caprice Taxi, but you know, and I think I think it has the skirts on it, but it's simple fix. I mean, so I have a couple of those. I haven't painted one yet, but they're still clear. But so I mean, yeah, it's nice, but goddamn, for 149 bucks, it's damn nice. All right. So if I don't do anything but just set it on the shelf, you know, with the lights on, you know, I mean, good God. And the quality, this thing is beautiful, guys. I mean, I can't even begin to tell you how. Let me bring it closer to the camera. God, I wish one of these two cameras was zoomable. They're not. Let me do this. So, I mean, look at these wheels. You know, chrome mirrors, chrome wheels. You can get it red too with black wheels. I don't like black wheels. I really not a fan of that. It has these clear discs around the pins that just static cling to the body to keep you from scratching the body when you put the pins on and off. Super cool. And then the lights. Look at the grill work. I mean, and that's not a sticker. There's real. That's a real grill in there. It's not a sticker. So, and then look at the tail here. Ow. And don't worry, guys. We're going to be done with this quickly. We're not going to spend all night talking about this damn car. I'm not that big of a surface guy, but this I had to show you. For $149.99, you know, it was half off. It was unbelievable. 2S or nickel metal hydride. You just have to move the jumper. It's all-wheel drive. And just for comparison, guys, I don't know who's copying who, but that's what the chassis looks like. And here's my Tamiya, Audi Quattro. And there's the chassis of that. They're almost identical. I mean, they really are. They're so close to the same chassis, same wheelbase exactly, same kind of pan, swing arm. You know, they're just incredibly similar chassis. And now these are both supposed to be 10th scale. Okay, but remember the CUDA body I bought? I showed you last week. Okay, look at the size of this thing. This is supposed to be 10th scale also. I think this is 8th scale. Maybe it is an 8th scale. Let me see. I thought it was a 10th scale car. Let me look and see. Because this thing's huge. Doesn't say. But I'm pretty sure they have it listed as 10th scale. Okay, so that's I mean that's way bigger than this. I mean, they're not even in the same realm of the same ballpark. Okay? So I don't know who's kidding who here, but because that's what I bought. I bought this. Well, I mean, because of the deal. My God! But I also bought it because I thought it'd be a nice chassis to put this body on. And then when it came, it was so much smaller than this. I said, well, that shoots that idea. But guys, I'm still glad I have it. I haven't run it yet, but it's pretty fast. I don't know if you've gone out to YouTube and watched the videos, but it's pretty damn fast. For a 2-cell, it's a 15-turn It's a regular motor. It's not a what do they call that? Brushless. Yeah, it's not a brushless motor. It's a brushed motor, 15-turn brush motor, which back in the day was pretty fast. When I was racing the cars, you know, we used a 15-turn in a lot of stuff. So, but anyway, it's pretty badass. Though I didn't even know it had lights. I found that out when I went on YouTube to watch it run. After it showed up here, you know, I bought it sight unseen just because of the price and how badass it looked. I had to have it. And then I found out later it had lights, which was just like, oh my God. All right, so let's turn the lights off and we're going to put this away because we're not going to talk about this anymore. But guys, the sales that are going on right now are unbelievable. Okay, I don't know if you guys have been on Horizon Hobby's website, but they got the Draco on sale, 150 bucks off. The bind and fly version, and 130 bucks off the plug and play version. They've got that Falkwolf 190 on sale, 150 bucks off. Yeah, where's Dana? Yeah, we need Dana. Keith Christie, what's up? Good to see you, man. Let me get caught up with the chat here. Hang on a minute. Yeah, the 67 and 68, Eric, are the only thing different. The 67 has wing windows in the doors, and the 68 does not. Mine's a 67. I have the wing windows. And then the 69, they changed up. Yeah, I believe this is a Kyosho, Mike. I believe it is. It may be. It may be Arma. I don't remember. No, it's Losi. I actually, it just came to me. Yeah, no, it's Losi actually. I mean, go figure. A Losi car for this kind of money? Unbelievable. I mean, it's really sharp. So, yeah, guys, I don't think you know, you just can't go wrong. You know, the deals they've got going on right now. I may pull the trigger on the Falkwolf 190. Because, listen, guys, it was $549. Okay? 150 bucks off. That brings it down to $399. I mean, holy crap! It's hard to pass that plane up at $399. The Mustang's on sale too. If you guys didn't get a Mustang, they're only giving $130 off on the Mustang, probably because the sales are better on that one, so they don't need a discount quite that much to get you to pull the trigger on it. So if you want the Mustang, you know, these are the ones that have the last part of the wing is removable. You know, that you can pop off the wing tips. Both of them have that capability. So if you want that Mustang, the yellow nose with the blue, it's on sale, 130 bucks off. If you want the Falkwolf 190, it's 150 bucks off. The Draco's 150 bucks off. The there's another plane. The Cessna 180, the 150T, you know, the tail dragger, that's on sale. I think 150 bucks off. So yeah, there's some really good deals. It ends tomorrow, so guys, you got to act quick if you want to get in on the foam frenzy. Hey, that P-47, the Balsa P-47, they threw in on this foam frenzy. You know, that ain't a foam airplane; it's a wood plane, but it's on sale too. So you can get that during. That's the only wood plane I think that's in the mix. Yeah, there it is. Exactly, Keith. Yeah, 130 bucks off on the P-47. And that's a wood plane. It's not a foam plane. So, Oh, absolutely, honey Chuck. The foamies, they're making killing money on. That's why I say they're not losing a cent. Whoa, yo, 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 what's up, Lewis? I saw your videos. That was funny. Who was flying? Was that Tony all bundled up like that to hide his, you know, to protect the innocent? Kind of. I mean, is what the hell is that? Looked like a wanted criminal that he's hiding from the law. I don't know what the hell that was. Your cousin. Oh, that was Andy? That wasn't Andy, was it? Right, Keith. I mean, it's 75 bucks. You thought it was a deal. Now it's 130 bucks off. I mean, you know, Horizon's giving away shit right now, trying to get rid of stuff like the Draco because they can't give that thing away. You know, and it's a shame because it got way more. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate that. Yeah, guys, thanks for the likes. I appreciate it. It got way more bad press than it deserved. It's not a bad airplane at all, but that's partly Horizon's fault. So, but yeah, so now they're discounting the crap out of it. Now they're selling it for what it should have sold for. Instead of $630, it's $570. Yeah, that's a good deal. The Draco for $570. I'm sorry, $570, $470. I'm getting my math mixed up here. So 150. So it'd be 530. Yeah, 470. Yeah, 470 bucks for Draco instead of 630. Yeah, that's a good deal. Yeah, 470. Yeah, thanks, Lewis. I'm tired, guys. We're working a lot. But anyway, yeah, 470, guys. So, yeah, the timber's on sale too. They actually already sold out of the plug and play timbers. The Timber X plug and play, not the bind and fly. They already sold out of those. But yeah, there's some great deals right now, guys. If you haven't been on Horizon's site, you know, and I get nothing for this. I'm just sharing the information, guys. I don't make a dime on any of it. It's not. I'm not trying to make money here. This is just, you know, when I find good deals, I want to share them with you. So right now, Horizon's got a whole bunch of shit going on. Not just the Foam Frenzy deal. There's a thing that ends tonight. A 2-day special on some stuff. I think it was mostly gas motors, though, so many of you might not be interested in that. I don't know, Eric. You know, hey, they might be running a sale right now for Easter. Have you been on the website? Go check it out and let me know what you find. They might be running something right now. Matt, what's up? Yeah, the spring sales for boats and stuff is on sale right now too. So they're running the Foam Frenzy, the spring sale, and a 2-day flash sale all at the same time. You know, that's how badly they're trying to sell stuff. Tim, buddy, how you doing, man? I hope you're doing all right. I hope you're feeling all right, buddy. It was good to talk to you last night. Yeah, Eric, jump over there while we're chatting here and see what Banana's doing. Because I haven't been over there lately either. So, yeah, some really, really great deals, guys. I mean, really great. That Crescendo glider is on sale. Both versions, plug and play and bind and fly. The Timbers, several of the Timber X's are on sale. The night version, the day version, the plug and play, the bind and fly, all on sale. I can't name all of them right now. I can't think of them all. The car deal is over, but that was like last week, and several different cars and other stuff was on sale. Airplanes too. But yeah, they're just really having some great deals right now. gonna see if I can get a hold of Dana. Hang on here. Let me just quickly see if I can find. I don't know if his number transferred over to this phone or not, so I don't even know if I can find him. You know, here he is. We'll see if he responds. Oh, I love my Timber X. I had the original Timber, and I didn't like it. If you know, for a training plane, a Stoll trainer, it did fine. But aerobatic wise, you know, the roll rate was horrible. You just couldn't put enough aileron throw in it to make it roll right. I mean, the UMX Timber flew better, rolled faster, flew better. So I really never liked my my Timber. So the only thing I used it for was training people. You put safe on and put half flaps at half throttle, and it's stupid easy to fly. And it just you really can't get, if you just let go of the stick, it's going to save itself plenty easy. Just don't fight it, and you won't crash it. You can't crash it. It's perfect. Half flaps, half throttle, you know, with safe on, and you know, it's stupid easy to fly. So now the Timber X, exact same thing, you know. But now when you turn safe off and go fly it, I mean, you can stunt the hell out of it. It's got a great roll rate, flies inverted really good. Well, the other one did too, but yeah, it's a lot of fun to fly. So I love the Timber X. And all I did was buy the parts and convert my Timber into a Timber X. You know, I just took out all the motor and speed control, the wheels, servos, and just transferred them all into this plane. And then I ended up selling the carcass of the Timber to one of the guys at the field. So yeah, Dana responded. He should be jumping in here. There you go, JCB. Perfect. Yeah, yeah. So they were selling all the parts for the Night Timber X, cheap, like 70% off. So I bought the fuselage and the wings and the tail surfaces, and they all came loaded with all the lights and everything. And I got them all for less than $100. You know, all the pieces I needed. And then I just took all the rest of my pieces and took them off the Timber and put them on the Timber X. And voila, I've got a Night Timber X now for like $80 and parts. You know, it was a great deal. So I'm super happy with it. It flies great. Now it's a night flyer. It's awesome. And I bought the green decal sheet because the Night Timber X is in red, but I like the green better. So you know, there were no decals on this foam I bought. So I bought the green decal set. So I'm going to put the green decals on it. There was some hanger rash on the plane. I steamed clean. So now there's just a slight bit of puffiness in the foam. So I just have to sand it real quick to smooth it back out so it's perfectly smooth, and then I can apply the new decals. So that's coming up. That'll be next. Okay, Keith, is it doing that in safe or out of safe? No changes? Really? They don't have nothing on sale, EQ? Really? Damn, I'm surprised. I thought they'd jump on that because they've been doing a lot of stuff too lately. Out of safe, really? Huh? Check. Unhook your elevator servo arm from the servo, and then move it back and forth and see if it's dragging. See if it's like, because if it's dragging, it'll cause exactly the circumstance you're explaining. So make sure it's not dragging, because that's a sure sign. When it wants to go up, you try to trim it, and then it goes the other way. Yeah, it's that's what that Avro, the Lancaster, was doing, and it turned out it wasn't the servo at all. It was the push rod was dragging in when they glued the tube in. They didn't have it, like they had it too far in or not far enough in. I don't remember, but I broke it loose from the glue and just moved it around until I found its happy place, and now it's fine. So, the tube just where it went through the fuselage, which I don't even know why they bothered to do that, because they really didn't need to. So anyway, what else? What else is going on, guys? I mean, with all these sales and shit. A buddy of mine, teach him to fly, and he bought a Bixler. I think it's version 3. Let me look here. It doesn't say. I don't know what version it is. It's well, it's right there. You can see it. So that's just a fuselage. So he told me that he had another guy at the field trying to fly it for him, and he couldn't fly it. He said the thing's all out of whack, and I'm like, really? So there's Dana, guys. Dana, you're missing all the sales. You want the sales all the time. They're all happening right now, and you're missing all of them. Horizon Hobby is paying you to take airplanes. Literally. Just ask, who's just said that? Was that Mike? Check 6, what's up? How you doing, man? I can't find it right now. You still want Dollar Tree to have a sale on their phone board. Oh, JCB, that's the one. Yeah, JCB said they paid him to take one. That's how good the sales are right now. So you're missing out. Boats, everything right now, dude. So Dana, go on Horizon Hobby. There's 3 different sales. There's the spring sale, the Foam Frenzy sale, and a 2-day flash sale that ends tonight. So go check it out, man. You're missing all the good shit. I don't know what you've been doing, but you gotta get back in the game here, buddy. You're missing out. You've been waiting for sales forever, and they're going on right now. So go check it out. Yeah, I've done a lot of FPV, Eric. We used to race them. A bunch of buddies of mine. We've got racing quads, and and that was back when I was just using my, what were those things called? It was a Fat Shark cheap glasses. God, I think it was version 4. So they've done this thing and keep improving it a little bit, but it was one of their cheapest sets of goggles. And then I bought the Dominators. They had them on sale one year at Christmas. Get FPV did. With $300 shipped to my door, which was incredible because I had to pay sales tax and everything. And it still was only $306. And so I've got 2 sets of goggles now. Well, actually, I think I have 3 sets. I think somebody gave me a set of goggles. But yeah, so yeah, no, I did a lot of FPV, Eric. I haven't done a lot of it lately. I still like, a couple weeks ago I was screwing around with one of my quads, and I flew it over from, at the flying field, we've got a little like picnic area where we've got a couple of canopies up and picnic tables underneath them. And then it goes under some trees also. There's trees right there, the same place, and there's picnic tables under the trees. So, and I parked way the hell over there. So from over there, I flew my quad under the canopy, under the trees, and landed on the picnic. A bunch of guys were sitting there eating lunch. I landed it on the picnic table next to them. They all laughed. They thought that was pretty funny. So, what is the breakdown on the sale? Go look, Dane. I can't. Christ, there's so much. I couldn't possibly tell you all of it. The Draco's on sale, $150 off. The Falkwith 190. The E-Flight. 1500 millimeter Falkwolf 190 on sale, $150 off. There's one you want. It's a German airplane, buddy. Hey, go jump on that. I might. I actually might pull the trigger on it. I got to make up my mind quick, though, because the sales are all ending. They're almost over. So anyway, yeah, I've done a lot of FPV work. Just not lately. The guys I flew with, they all quit coming. I don't know why. Everybody, life gets in the way. So they all had other things to do in life. They're not hanging out with each other. It just, everybody went and did their own thing. And so, yeah. So that kind of put the kibosh to our racing. But that was a lot of fun. We had a blast racing the quads. And I've got a couple of planes set up for FPV, but I really haven't flown them. One of them was also, one of the guys in the field died, and Bo had to divvy up his stuff, and he gave me his, that plane everybody thinks flies so great. It's a pusher. What do they call that thing? The Fly Zone, I forget. You're cutting the foam. What are you making tonight, Michael? You're cutting foam board like a motherfucker. That's funny. Yeah, what are you making? I don't think there was. I don't think any of the helicopters are on sale. I think they were before, when I bought the. What was the first sale I bought? Crap, I can't remember. I think those were on sale, but that was like over a month ago. A giant glider. No kidding. Is that a flight test, or are you just making it up? Yeah, I want to say my Fat Sharks were called the Intruder, or... No, it wasn't that. God, I can't think of the name of them right now. But they were really crappy. I mean, they worked good. I mean, but they were the tiny little square. They weren't oriented for, widescreen, like, movie. They were like the the aspect ratio was more the square, the old TV square aspect ratio. My Dominators are the widescreen, and they, the picture was small, but it worked. I mean, I could see and I could fly, and I still today, if I go fly one of those and somebody's never experienced it, I'll put my old goggles on them first, and I'll fly it around. Yeah, the 4:3 ratio. Yeah, and I'll go fly it around, and then I'll swap with them, and I'll put the old ones on, let them have the widescreen, movie magic, and fly it around some more, and it blows their minds. They just like, oh my god, So I used to do a lot of that, because I always have it in the car. So it was always available to take it up in the air and put the goggles on. So as a matter of fact, the goggles right now are still in the trailer. My tow vehicle broke, so I haven't been able to take the trailer, but the goggles are in the trailer. So. Oh, they are on sale right now? Cool, Matt. Okay, so yeah, there's a couple helicopters on sale. Not the 230 though, which is the one I want. The old 230, the night version. The one that had the lights on the blades and shit. That was cool. Of course, they discontinued it before I got a chance to buy it. So, yeah, the box type. Listen, the goggles have come a long way, guys. Oh my god, the picture quality now is unbelievable. They take a big, like almost like a tablet, and they put it on the top, and then they have two mirrors to, reflect it down and then to the back, so that it flips this picture twice. So it's upside down, then right side up, or right side up, upside down, and then right side up again, and then, I mean, it's really amazing. The quality of the picture now is crazy. Yeah, I got a bunch of those, Dana. Those are the cheapy, not real 4-channel. The tail rotor's pointed up, and it just tilts the main rotors. It's got dual blades, or maybe not, but it's not a true. I only got one. Fat Shark made one 4-channel, real 4-channel. Mini helicopter that I love to fly. That thing was fantastic. I still have it, but I haven't flown it in forever. But that was the only one, and then they discontinued it and went back to the stupid 3-channel deals. And they're all right, but they're not as much fun. Yeah, I actually have one of those little tiny ones in a Comanche. Somebody made it, so I bought that one too. So I probably have 24 of those little helicopters. The cheesy ones. But they're fun, especially inside. They're a blast inside. You fly them all over the place. I've got one that's got dual blades, no tail rotor blade. It's got 2 fans. It's a big fat. It looks like a airlift. One of the bay flight, we call them here. But anyway, bay flight, where they go to the scene of the crash, get you on board, fly you to the hospital. So it's kind of big fuselage. Then it's got 2 fans on it, and the fans, when you turn it, one fan runs backwards, the other one runs forward, which twists it this way, and then they could switch it the other way. Both fans forward, and it goes forward, and it's different. It's the only one I have that's like that. and that flies really good too. You know, that one flies good. Yeah, they're all fun to fly inside. So yeah, I bought a crap load of those. They just were fun to screw around with, and they're cheap. You know, they're all they're all less than $20. So, you know, it was good fun. For $20, it's a lot of fun. I'm pretty sure JCB. I'm pretty sure that Jason showed that very plane to Marshall and Ryan when they were at the big Horizon festival they had last year. You know, he took them over to show them some top secret shit, and I believe one of them was exactly that, a B2, a UMX B2. I'm pretty sure that's what they got a glimpse of. You know, of course they haven't released it yet, and maybe that's what, you know, they got all this stuff on sale probably to make some room in the warehouse for a bunch of new product that's coming in. So they're trying to get rid of a bunch of stuff that's not selling, so they got room for the new stuff. Well, hell, who cares, Eric? An Airwolf, just set it on the shelf. That'd be cool. I love that helicopter. Yeah, KB, it's just a rumor. No, don't, yeah. So yeah, I believe there is a UMX B2 coming out. You know, and that might be coming soon with all these sales that Horizon's having to make room in the warehouse. That might be just what's going on. They might, that and a bunch of other stuff might be coming out. Yeah, no, it's not built, KB. It's just sitting here. It's literally just laying together. It's not built. I just slit the tail on it, and then I set the fuselage on the wing, and that was as far as I got. So, but yeah, it looks great. Here's another shot of it here before you run off. Here's the overhead. So yeah, looks great. I mean, you know, it's you know, almost. I mean, you know, I just got to screw the wing on, and the tail surface is on, and I think the screws. I think, yeah, there's a bunch of screws in here. So the screws I need to put it together are in the bag. So that's cool. So yeah, just put a fan unit in it, and I got the perfect fan I'm going to put in it. I believe it's an in-runner. The T-33 that crashed, I'm going to put the fan and ESC from that in here and try that. So all right, see you later, KB. Thanks for stopping in. It's good to see you, buddy. So anyway, so getting back to my story. So I'm trying to teach him to fly this Bixler, and he had this other guy helping him last week, and I still don't, you know, I've had 3 different people describe this guy, and I don't know who they're describing. I don't know who this guy is, but he can't fly. I know that part, because he said the thing was all over the sky. Well, he never bothered to check the CG, and it was tail heavy as fuck. So he couldn't fly it. He crashed it. So he took it home and fixed it and brought it back. And then my buddy, he wanted me to, you know, because I wasn't there that day. So he wanted me to fly it. And first thing I checked was the CG, and it was way off. I said, well, it's not going to fly like this. So I think we put I think 11 quarters in the nose, I think is what it was, to get the CG right. And then it flew fine, and we're flying it around. Well, the reason the CG was off is that the guy that he got it from had put a bomb drop on the bottom of the plane. You know, it's this a little plastic dual door bomb drop that you could probably drop candy or whatever out of. And he had it on the bottom of the plane. And then there was a bunch of weight in the nose, and the weight fell out, and they didn't know what to do with it, so they didn't put it back in. So anyway, so I got it flying perfect. I took my hands off, and it was just flying all by itself. And he says, "Oh my God, it's flying way different than it did for him," and blah blah blah, whatever. So I said, "Okay, so you want to fly it?" And he says, "Yeah." I says, "Okay, so listen to me. This is important." I said, "This doesn't have safe in it. If you get in trouble and I ask for the radio, don't fight me. Give me the radio. Just give it to me, all right? Because if we save the airplane, we get to play all day. We crash the airplane, the fun's over. Okay? You got it?" He goes, "Okay, I won't fight you." Okay. I give him the transmitter. He's got it inverted in a dive within 10 seconds. And I try to take the radio from, and he will not let go of the radio. I mean, he's holding on to it for dear life. He's got his thumbs so hard on the sticks, I couldn't even pry his thumb off the stick to pull up, and he flew right into the ground inverted. And he goes, he just looks at me and goes, "I know, you just told me not to fight you, and I fought you the whole way. Totally my fault. Okay, great. So our fun's over, you know." So anyway, so I told him I could fix it for him. So that's what I'm working on. So I had to glue, you know, it hit the ground so hard, it split the top of this open. Oh, let me change the camera. So this is it's a pusher, you know, and this is the motor. It split this wide open, and the motor flew out of it, which I have right here. So I have to put that back in too. You know, the motor came out of it. It broke the fuselage in several places. It split. The bomb drop was right here, where these holes are drilled. So I took that. This was split wide open. I glued that back together. The nose broken right here. I glued one half. This half is glued back to the fuselage, but this piece, right there. So I gotta, that's the next step, is to glue that back on. So I'll put that back in there like that and glue it, and then it'll look, you know, whole again. And then I gotta steam it right here. It's got a compression here on this side right here. So I gotta steam that to get it straightened out. The landing gear came out, so I gotta glue that back in this way. Like that. So we'll get that back in it. And then the fuselage is pretty much done. And then I got the wing, one of the flaps on the wing, I don't know, disintegrated. I mean, it was broken in so many pieces so I couldn't fix it. So I'm going to have to actually manufacture a flap to replace the one that broke. I've got a plane out in the garage that I dumpster diving again, grabbed, and I think there's a foam aileron on that plane that I could modify into a flap to put on this one. So I'm going to try that. Color won't match, but he don't care about that. So I'm wasting glue. Yeah, I know. You know, what are you going to do? You know. You know, it's his, and he bought it, which was a waste of money, and you know, and then he crashed it, and he wants to fix it. It was flying good once we put the CG right, but now that I took the bomb drop off, we don't need the 11 quarters in the nose, so you know, it'll probably fly fine now. But anyway, so I got to finish fixing that tonight to take to the field tomorrow. Yeah, it's close. I mean, it's pretty close to done. It's not going to take very long. It's a little 5-minute epoxy. I'll have that done in an hour. It's going to take longer to make the flap, to replace that, than any of this other repair work. But yeah, so anyway, what are you going to do? You know, that's part of the hobby, right? Crashing airplanes is part of the hobby. That's what they keep telling me. I don't subscribe to that, but whatever. I tried very hard not to crash. All right, where'd the other half of that go? I remember it falling out when I picked it up, but I don't know where it went. Well, I'll find it later. Okay, so what else have I got to show you or tell you about? Let's think here. I flew my ROES P51 again. With all those batteries I bought from RC Battery on sale. You know, I've got, how many do I have? 5. I think I have 6. 2200 3-cell battery packs now that fit perfect in the Mustang. So great, Scott, what's up? Good to see you. So yeah, I can fly. So I took it out and flew it. I took it to the field and it didn't have a receiver in it. I must have stole it to put it in something else. But I had receivers with me. So when I bought all those Radio Master receivers cheap, I put one of those in it, and so I got it in there, and then it wouldn't power up. And I'm like, well, what the hell's wrong with this now? It's a brand new receiver. And I had 2 of them with me, so I went and got the other one. Same thing, wouldn't power up. And I'm like, okay, wait a minute. So I looked at the sticker on the side that shows which is ground and where's the signal. And I said, I wonder if they've got that sticker on upside down. So I took all the plugs out, and I flipped over the power plug and put it back in, and it bound right up. Okay, so the sticker's upside down. All right, at least we know what's wrong. So I put it together, and you know, I had to do a little programming to get the flaps, you know, the two position flaps, and with the slow down, and I got it all, and I took it up, flew it. It flew great. I love that airplane. It flies fantastic. It's beautiful and it flies great. I'm just glad I got the Shangri-La paint scheme before they did away with it, because now the new one that has a regular battery tray in it, not that stupid, just a hole in the foam where you shove it in there, they changed the paint scheme. And the new paint scheme's okay. I mean, it's not like I don't like it, but I really love the Shangri-La, so I'm glad I got the first version so that I got the Shangri-La paint scheme again, because I had a 1450 size Mustang from that other company, from Dyna. That was the name of that place. Not Dynam. The other, the I can't think of the name of it now. There was 2. Shit, what the hell's the name of that thing? Oh, anyway. I had a 1450 Shangri-La, and one of the guys at the field, you know, couldn't live without it. He had to have it. No, not. Yeah, Walmart. There you go. God, I can't think of the name of it. Actually, their website's still up. But they don't have anything. Nothing's in stock. All they have are the really, really super cheap toy grade quadcopters. So I'm sure the page is left up and everything is not available, but that crap. And somebody's running it out of their garage. Um, um, God, I can't think. There were 2 hobby shops. Ooh, God, don't close. Oh, shit. Did I just do that? Please don't do that. No, I don't want to. Thank you. Thanks for asking. Okay, thank you. Yeah, damn it, I can't think. It'll come to me. Anyway, I bought my T-28s and a Mustang and, that Shangri-La. And then my buddy got the Shangri-La, so I didn't have the Shangri-La anymore. And then Arrows came out with the Shangri-La. And so I definitely wanted it, so... Um, I actually, Eric, I'm not really putting that much glue in it. It's, you know, it doesn't take a lot of glue to just stick 2 pieces of foam back together. So the amount of glue I'm putting in the plane is minimal, and we're adding a little glue to the nose, so. Maybe I'll just slide the battery back a little bit if I need to. And then the fuselage glue here is pretty close to the CG anyway. So this probably, I had to re-glue it from here to here. And all that probably just balanced itself out. And the amount of glue I put in here is way lighter than the bomb drop, the mechanism that he had on here. It had a big steel plate. It was on the inside of the foam that the plastic bomb drop screwed to. It was a big steel plate. So, I could put the whole bottle of glue in the plane. It'd be lighter than that steel plate. So, and it flew fine with the bomb drop. With all those quarters in the nose and the bomb drop and everything, the plane flew fine. It flew great. So it's going to be way lighter now than it was. That I took the bomb drop off. We don't need the quarters in the nose anymore. We'll just get the battery located in the right place for CG, and it's going to fly fantastic now. Oh no, Eric, that won't be a problem. First of all, the only thing that's broke on the wing is the flap, which is on the inboard of the wing. So there's very little, weight difference from the wings. So yeah, that won't be a problem at all. It's very close to the fuselage where the flap is. And the flap I'm going to make, because I'm not gluing it back together, I'm just going to make a new one out of a piece of foam off of another airplane. So the weight difference will be negligible. You won't even notice that. So yeah, no, it's not a problem. Bobby Jolly. Well, welcome, sir. Thank you, Bobby. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's good to be back. I wish I could be back more, but the job's killing me. I just don't have time. On Saturdays, I'm the last bus in, so my last drop off is at 7:30, way the hell up in Bayonet Point, and then I have to take the bus back to the yard and drop it off and then come all the way back up home. So I got home at 8:30, and so I made a sandwich, and by the time I got in the house and made dinner, it was 10 after 9. And that's when I got on with, I was watching Ryan a little bit, and I noticed immediately that it was last night's show, because I watched it last night. And so he was just doing a replay of last night's show for anybody that missed it last night, but we're expecting him to be on tonight. and I just decided I was gonna go live for a little bit anyway. So that's why I'm here. Yeah, I really wanted to share the Camaro with you. I thought that was awesome, especially for the money. Just and the sales that are going on now are right now. You got to tonight. We got another 30 minutes on the one sale. I think the 2-day flash sale, and then the Foam Frenzy sale ends Monday. Yeah, no, Sunday. Yeah, that ends Sunday. And then the summer sale, I think, goes on for a little bit yet. I don't think that one's ending real quick. What do you use on your LED? Your LX? Eric, what are you talking about? Yes, I use them on my LX. It's for reinforcement. Well, Eric, the first thing you're going to do if you get a new airplane, regardless, is you're going to do a weight and balance. Check the CG. I mean, if you don't, you should. And then you make whatever adjustments you need to, either relocating the battery or putting a bigger battery or a smaller battery, whatever you need to do to get the CG right, or you can add weight to portions of the plane to get what you need. I got a brand new glider that I forget who told me to buy that damn thing now. I'm having a senior moment. Anyway, you have to put 2 ounces of weight in the tail. It's so nose heavy that you have to put 2 ounces. It's a brand new airplane out of the box. It's designed this way, and you have to put 2 ounces of weight in the tail to get the CG right. I've never had to do that before, but that's the way this particular plane's built, and it's all over the internet. If you look it up, they tell you, oh yeah, you got to put 2 ounces of lead in the tail. You can't fly it. So yeah, so you just you put the weight where you need it till you get it balanced, and then it should fly. I mean, that's what Bob Hoover was when they told him there was something wrong with the P-39 because the engine was behind the pilot. He didn't believe him. He says, well, it doesn't matter where the engine is as long as the CG's right. And they all claimed that the plane was hard to fly because the motor was behind the pilot. So he took it up and flew it around like he landed it and said, there's nothing wrong with this airplane. He's out there doing all kinds of aerobatics with it and everything. He says, there's nothing wrong with this airplane. I don't know what you guys are talking about. So anyway, yeah, if you get the CG right in any plane, it'll fly. Sometimes they come tail heavy. Sometimes, they want more. And the saying is you only get to fly a tail heavy airplane once, but a nose heavy airplane you can fly many times. That's true, but if it's too nose heavy, it develops issues that you guys don't catch right off. Not having enough elevator authority, because you slowed the plane down too much. Well, it's not necessarily you slowed the plane down too much. It's just because it's too damn nose heavy. The more nose heavy it is, the more air has to go over the tail surface to counter that nose heaviness. So if you've got the plane right on the CG, it doesn't take near as much tail movement and air over it, so you can slow the plane down a lot more and still have enough authority to flare the plane, But, if you don't have the CG right, it's really nose heavy. You're coming in the land and you pull back the flare and it won't flare. Well, it's more likely a CG problem than anything else. And that's why it's so important to get the CG. Like I said, it'll fly nose heavy, but it'll fly so much better when you get this balance right. So, yeah, so that it makes a big, especially on these jets. I'm going to tell you that if you want to be able to land a jet slow, you better have the CG right. If it's too nose heavy, it's got to be moving, or you lose elevator authority and you can't flare it. And that's when you dork the nose gear and screw it all up. But you back the weight up, get that CG right, and then you can just bring it in a mush, and it'll just settle right in perfect. So. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, so that plane with the repairs on it, I fix everything. I've got a lot of planes here with a lot of repair work in them because I don't throw nothing away. I fix it, and when I'm done fixing it, you can't tell it was ever broken. Go watch a perfect example. Go watch my Corsair rebuild from the crash, and you'll see what I'm talking about. That plane the nose was all banana opened, because it hit the ground pretty hard, and it destroyed the nose of the airplane. And I rebuilt all of that, and then the wing was broken half, and I put that back together, and then I, sanded and feather filled and recut the panel lines. You take a piece of sandpaper and fold it in half, and then you use that edge, and you can recut panel lines. So I recut. Well, I did miss one. I forgot to put one panel line in it, and I noticed it after it was all painted and everything. And I was looking at, God, this thing looks fantastic. It's beautiful. And I turned it around and wait a minute, something's wrong here. What's wrong? And I turned it around and I'm like, oh. So I forgot to sand one panel line back in it. So nobody's going to notice it. I didn't notice it, but yeah. So. Go watch my foam repair on the Corsair. It's probably an 8-year-old video. But yeah, it came out beautiful. You could never tell it was crashed. It came out perfect. So, and the little bit of weight that it added, was not a problem at all. It still flew beautiful. I still have it. It's over there in the rack. I was redoing the landing gear in it. It has really cool landing gear. It's a worm gear design. It's not the standard servoless, electric landing gear. It's got a motor that drives a set of gears that look like the differential in your car. You got the 2 spider gears, then the 2 main gears, and that's what rotates the wheel as it retracts on a Corsair, and it's really clever. And I bought a brand new set of retracts to put in the plane, and then I realized that you have to cut the wing apart to put them in. I'm like, who in the hell is gonna? So I got it. I went looking for parts on eBay, and I found a guy that was selling the wings and a brand new set of those retracts, dirt cheap, because he came to the same conclusion I did. How the hell are you going to put these things in the wing without cutting the wing apart? So he didn't want to do it. So he just decided to get rid of them. So I got an extra canopy, extra tail feathers, and then the retracts and the wings, and what was left of the wing, with the wooden spar still attached to the retract. And he sent all that stuff to me for like, I don't know, $40 or something. And so I've got one in, and I still have to put the other one in. So the plane's been, sitting there for quite a while. I'm not sure. They discontinued the plane, so. Right, I was just talking about that, Paul. That's right. You were the one that sold me on that airplane. Yep. Yeah. So like I said, brand new ES W28 comes from the factory, needing about 2 ounces of weight in the tail, or it won't fly right. It just won't fly right. So it's they don't all come perfectly balanced. Sometimes you gotta make them a better airplane. But yeah, that's the first one I've ever had to put weight in the tail. I got to tell you, that was a new experience. I've never I've had to put weight in the nose before, but I've never had to put weight in the tail to get an airplane to CG right. So that was a new experience. But once you do it, it flies fantastic. Oh, is that right? The SU-30 does? No kidding. Hey, the Lancaster came with a big chunk of steel in the nose. What did I do with that piece of steel? It's a square, about a 1/4-inch thick square chunk of steel in the nose of that airplane. And if you're going to fly it with the retracts, you leave that chunk of steel in it. If you're not going to fly it with the retracts, then you're supposed to take that chunk of steel out. And so I took it out. But yeah, that was because the retracts are behind the CG, and it made the plane tail heavy if you don't have that piece of steel in the nose. So they glue it in, and then they tell you in the instructions to take it out. If you're going to fly it without the retracts, to take that piece of steel out. So anyway, okay, Paul. I have to do my chair jacks again. Oh my God, it brings back memories. Thanks, guys. So anyway, all right. Well, I'm going to cut this off. I still have to finish fixing this stupid thing tonight. And but anyway, one last look for you latecomers of the awesome '69 Camaro they had on sale. $150 off. The plane was $299, and I got it for $149. And it comes with the best thing, lights. Okay, so tail lights, headlights, the 2 yellow, turn signal, fog lights, whatever you want to call them. So yeah, this thing's freaking awesome. For the price, if I never drive it around and just sit it on the shelf and look at it, I'd be happy. Because this is way cool. So anyway, guys, so go check out the sales. Buy yourself something for Easter, man. You deserve it. And the sales right now are incredible. So go get yourself something. Live it up. Have a little fun. All right, guys. All right. Thanks for coming. We'll catch you guys and the next time I have some time on my hands. I'm going to try to get back to a regular night of doing this. I just don't know exactly what night it could be. Tuesday night would be best. If I can get Jeff to move his show an hour earlier so that I can come on at 9 instead of 10, because I still have to go to work the next day. But Tuesday's my day off, so if I could set everything else up for the show that night early, and then Jeff runs his show from 7:30 to 9 instead of from 8:30 to 10, and I could go on at 9, I could be off by 11, 12 at the latest, so that I can go to work the next day. So I'm going to work on that some more. I haven't had a chance. Me and Jeff keep missing. I send him a message, he sends me a message, and then we talk briefly about it in chat that we keep missing each other. But I haven't literally asked him yet if he would do that. So I'll get that, and if it happens, then we might be able to go every Tuesday. So until then. Thanks for coming, guys. Ronnie, good to see you, man. And we'll catch you on the next one, whenever that happens to be. But keep your eyes peeled. And like I said, guys, go take advantage of those sales right now because they're awesome. All right? All right, so I'm out. Thanks for coming. We'll catch you guys later. All right? Have a good night. Happy Easter to all of you. Have a great day tomorrow. And we'll talk to you all soon.